Welcome. Good day. How are you? Amazing. So I am committing 15 minutes of time to talk about Aunt Flo. Y'all know her. Y'all know her. She's relentless. She is relentless. She sometimes doesn't even knock before she enters a room. Feel me? Now I'm going to give us all some time to join the room, but I'm going to go ahead and get started. As you come in, as always, raise your hand, join in, have fun. Why not? Sometimes you'll catch Fantastic Life talking about business, finance, literacy, but we also talk about lifestyle. So today we're talking about Aunt Flo. Personally, I feel that on when Aunt Flo comes, we need to have something called a goddess day. Who's with me? Now, because the thing is, your aura on your Aunt Flo day, Lord help me, you know that your aura is so off. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you're moody. Maybe you're in pain. Maybe you're such at a highest level of spirituality that you're levitating. Lord have mercy. I know what you're going through. Now, some of us are very fortunate that let's just say on the 28th of the month, we know here comes Aunt Flo. Here she is in her glory. Sometimes we have these, listen, I can't hang out with you tonight because my Aunt Flo's coming over. We sometimes know these things ahead of time. But truthfully, some of us can't keep track of many things, let alone Aunt Flo. Now, there's so many ways to help yourself. You keep a little Aunt Flo clean up in your bag, or you're feeling some way. But I'm going to tell you something funny. The other day, I was minding my own business, and I found myself being Godzilla. I was screaming, yelling, firecrackers. I was going badly. And then all of a sudden, and most of you know, I have a low sugar, low sodium diet. I wanted everything salty. I was like, why am I in this mood? What is going on? At one point, I thought I started levitating, walking on my back, on my hands and feet. I was like, I think I'm possessed. Something is going on. And guess what? The next day, Aunt Flo was here. Lord, had I not realized the signs? Did I lose track of time? I don't know what. But apparently I had forgotten. Now, I always say 5 days before and 5 days after, leave me alone. I'm moody. I'm ugly. Don't bother me. But then, of course, I metamorphosized to my amazing, beautiful self. Anyhow, so I'm thinking, you guys let me know what you feel. For the lady struggling with Aunt Flo, should they get a flow date from work? Not a float date and flow day. This is my flow day. I'm gonna take a flow day today. Like, listen, you had a flow day yesterday. You can't take. I'm gonna take a flow day. Oh Lord, give our child a flow day. I think that 12 months out of the year, this happens to us once a month, and we should get a flow day. What do you think? Is this going to become some issue that everyone's going to fight? A woman-man thing? Some people are going to be feeling, well, I want a flow day too. Listen, some unions offer a birthday. On your birthday, you take the day off. I'm not saying a person needs to take the day off. Maybe a work from home day. Now, give me under a stack of, give me in a cold bed under a stack of cold blankets. Let me warm and chill with some hot tea day. But sometimes we're at our highest level of spirituality on these days. That is crazy. We need a moment. And that day needs to be able to justify into your life. If you're a parent, you need to take our child because it's a flow day. Oh, it's your flow day. Are you utilizing that flow? What's on your PTO? You got 3 vacation, 2 sick, 1 float, and 1 flow. All right, you're good to enjoy that. Thank you. I'm gonna need proof and validation that it's here's my tampon. Just kidding. Was that too vulgar? Did I go too far? That's the thing though. For me personally, I get seizures. And my seizures are called catamenial seizures. And excuse me if I mispronounced that word. Help us, Lord Jesus, if I did. Because I know someone's going to be like, actually. But if I did mispronounce it, I apologize. It's only something that I live with. But my seizures follow my flow. So here comes Aunt Flo with all her rollers, all her cream on her face and her cucumbers, and here she come bring me a seizure? Don't come over here bringing me no seizure. But that's what she does. So I already, for me personally, I track this lady down. When is Aunt Fulton coming into town? When is she leaving? What's her itinerary? What gate do I pick her up from? A lot of you are listening like, wait a minute, I lost track. What are we talking about? But what really is going on is I definitely keep track, because when it's the peak of my Aunt Flo day, and that's usually the day right before she comes, I have a seizure. Or I'm about to. So I need to just keep track of that. But I want to know, what do you think? Should we have a day off for our Aunt Flo? Should we? What do you think? Now, people will come in and out of this room, and that's okay. And some of you are sitting there like, I don't want to say it, I'm way too shy, which is okay. Some people come there voyagers. They're here, but they're not seen. We see them, but we can't see them. They're invisible, but we see them. Some of you are on mute, and it's okay. Whatever makes your day. My podcast is Fannytasticlife. I try to podcast every Tuesdays and Thursdays. Sometimes it doesn't work out because of life, but I do try to get it going. I'm on season 5, and I love to podcast about vitality and business edification. I talk about business, literacy, life, fail, comedianhood, motherhood, whatever. I talk about it all. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's strategic. All the time, it's about the journey of life and how you feel in full circle. And I love to speak about certain things, and sometimes my topics are brought to me by comments from people who follow. If you're listening to this and you like what you hear, please share, please follow. Did I mention my podcast is monetized? Girl got a black protection for Aunt Flo. Don't you know? Yeah. Now, I have a friend who's like, girl, my Aunt Flo hasn't visited me in years. And I'm like, really? Wow. How's life after that? Are you free? And she's living her best life. And then I have another friend who's like, I haven't seen Aunt Flo for years, but she doesn't live her best life. So everyone's different. And then I have people that are in my life that are men. They're like, what's the big deal? Well, I'm going to tell you what. Being that I've given birth 3 times naturally with no pain relief. Yes, I'm one of those women who, no, I did not raise my hand and say I'm giving birth in a bath of water in my kitchen. And no, I'm not one of those women that said, I'm going to do this myself and chew off the umbilical cord. No. When I got to the hospital, because I had back surgery, they were like, look, you don't get an epidural. You don't get any pain relief. You're going to have to push that baby out. Think of Mary and Jesus and hold on to this rope. And that's exactly what happened. And with the 2 babies that came out at the end, I had seizures during those deliveries. But to go back to my point, the pain, when they say you have, feeling a contraction, that pain, that's the same pain you feel on flow day. Now, some of you women are like, oh my God, I'm in terrible, horrible, excruciating pain. Guess what? If you cannot handle it during the month, it is in tenfold during childbirth. It really is. And there is this gift that God provided us, and it's called Midol. Oh my God, it's a secret to earth. Midol has pain relief, has allergy relief, muscle relaxer, long-lasting relief, extended release relief, fever reducer, muscle ache reducer. It's amazing. I love Midol. Here's the thing about Midol, though. Midol has an ingredient called acetaminophen. I'm going to say that again. Acetaminophen, which is Tylenol. And I prefer Motrin, which is ibuprofen. Ibuprofen, for whatever reason, I swear by ibuprofen. I swear by it. But when you're having an Aunt Flo and she don't know to leave or be nice or respectful, you need to take just one Midol. 650 microgram. Now, I'm not a doctor. Please see your doctor first, but that's what I do. When it is so bad, so horrendous, I can't even breathe, I take one. And guess what? All of a sudden, I'm not sneezing, I'm not coughing. And this is what's funny about this. This is a funny story. One time, and I'm going to just make it clear, I said Midol, acetaminophen is the ingredient in that. Motrin, ibuprofen is the ingredient in that. Midol, Motrin, okay? One time, my father, God rest his soul, was in my house and he had hurt his back. And he was like, oh, my back, I hurt my back. So I said, Dad, in the closet to the left, you'll find a small little bottle of Motrin. Just take Motrin. It's right in there. He said, okay. Now, I used to buy the little white bottle of Motrin, and it was right next to the little white bottle of Midol. And my father, he had allergies, so he was sneezing and everything. He came down, and sometimes my father would be in a bit of a mood. But he came down the stairs, and he was like, about 15 to 20 minutes later, he was like, oh my God, guess what? I was like, what's the matter? He's like, my back feels so much better. I was like, oh, I'm happy that works for you. And he was like, but you know what else is weird? Earlier today, I felt gassy and bloated. That went away, and I haven't sneezed all morning. And then he goes, and you know what else? I was like, what, Dad? He was like, I really love you, and you take. I was like, wait a second, you get all sentimental. Did you take a Midol? And I started laughing, and he was like, well, I took the little white and purple. I was like, Dad, you took a Midol. But you're so nice right now. I'm going to go make you some coffee, have a seat. He sat down. I made him a little cup of coffee. And he would forever, after that day, take a Midol whenever he felt pain. His doctor said it was fine. So that is why, the true story is, that's why you will always find Motrin in my house, blue gel bottle, like an Advil or something. Yeah, I don't want that to ever get mixed up again. But I always find that funny, because one little goodbye on flow pain. Now, truth be told, I only do it once. And if I'm having an phone, it's horrendous once. But I don't always give in to medicine. I'm a tough woman. I really am. I have a high threshold for pain. When I gave birth to my third son, my husband was standing right next to me, and I was like, "Tell the nurse." And I ripped his shirt right off his body. Yeah, they knew. That baby was right. That baby was like, "Hi." Sign the birth certificate. He was right there, the baby. That was my last baby. Came out, and he was like, I'm here. Where's you? But you have to have a high threshold for pain in my type of business. That's being a comedian. So a lot of people say, Fanny, you were a comedian? Oh my God, because you're so funny. I always find that funny when people go, you're so funny. And sometimes I'm telling the God honest truth. That ever happen to you? Yeah, that happens when you're like, oh, your breath stinks. You're so funny. No, straight up, here's a Tic Tac. Oh, you're hilarious. No, you throw a Tic Tac in their mouth. Oh, here's a piece of gum. They put it in their pocket. And you're like, no, I'm not being funny. Your breath is stinking like a hot and slow day. Y'all caught that? I know that was horrible. Sometimes, sometimes not, sometimes it's not so ladylike. But I always commit to 15 minutes. I got 2 minutes left. And I just want to say to everyone, thank you if you joined. Thank you if you are on mute and hiding. This will be published on my podcast. Every single time Fannytasticlife comes to you in the green room, know you are part of the action. And if you want to say something, be a part of the speaking point, or let me know how you feel, definitely speak up. You can also catch me on any social media platform. Fantastic Life is everywhere. Everywhere you want to be, baby. Everywhere you want to be. And my professional tone, she's on LinkedIn. That's my alter ego. With that said, I think I'm just going to let you know one more tip I have. One more tip. When you're feeling groggy, that mood is coming, please do us all a favor. That's not the cute day. It's not. I like to be cute every day. The other day I did my hair. I felt cute. Today I was ripping my hair out of my head. That is just not the cute day. But what it is the day, what it is, it's the dark shade day. That's a dark shade day. Maybe a chapstick day. Baby, you know what? I was like, I want to get my nails done today. My toes done. I looked at both my sons like, you want to get pedicures? They were like, all right, we get pedicure. And then I thought, nah. I don't want nobody touching me. That's an Aunt Flo thing. That is how I look at my kids like, forget it. I don't feel like it. Sometimes you gotta be that way. And me give up a spa day? What? If someone's like, hey, listen, I didn't know what to do for your birthday, so I bought you a spa. Bye, I'm going to the spa. See you later. I love that. First of all, I like to have chit-chat. You'll love me. Who doesn't? So, Fannytastic Life is available on most platforms for the podcast. I'm always looking for love, support, TLC, whatever you can give me. And please, if you want to check my spelling and make sure you correct every single word I write, go right to my blog at fannytasticlife.com. Thank you so much.